Hello guys, before we go into the guide, I wanted to thank Unidaro because we made like custom for 2 or 3 hours together and show our stuff. It was really cool. I showed him all of my lineups and we thought about some one-ways in setup that he found and we found together, and that was really insane. So I can't wait to show you this guide, and please consider subscribing to my channel and also Unidar's channel. I know he's bigger than me, but show him some love if you're not sub to him. Thank you guys and enjoy the guide. Before we start anything into the guide, I wanted to show you how my graphics looks like if you have any problem during the guide, but I think it works for high graphic and low graphics, so it might have no problem. And also the crosshair that I'm using, sometimes with the crosshair, you have to aim specific stuff, but mine, you can like aim at just the middle where I'm showing and it's gonna work 100%. So my crosshair is like 1422 and all the things are off. So that's all I needed to say. Now let's go into the guide. So let's start with A side. A side will be the best defense side for Viper in my opinion, and I will show you why. I will show you 2 or 3 different one-ways and the setup you will use on A side for an easy defense. The first one-way I'm gonna show you is the entry of A side. All you have to do is going in this corner, and then you're gonna aim just here. You see this spot and this. You're just gonna aim in the middle of this one and just do a little left click. The lineup will land here, and you'll have a best one way. But for this to work, you will have to stand here, and they will not be able to see you like this. They will not be able to see you. And also you can play from here, but if you play from here, also they will not be able to see you, but you will be in danger from behind, so you will need the teammates to defend with you this spot. The second one way you will use, and that's one of the best, I really enjoy it. You will have to just stand in this line. You see there's like little points, you'll just stand in front of this line. And then you can see here, this corner. You'll aim just here, and you go all the way up until you see that line, okay? You see the big line, the big line on the roof. So you just do this, you go in this corner, you go all the way up to this line, you just do simple left click, and you have a one way, and look at this beauty. You see everything, you can just play under like here, and you're protected from everything, and you have a perfect one way. That's the proof, because they will see nothing, bro. They see nothing. That's the best one way for A side. With the first one way I just showed you and the entry of A side, what you can do is doing this simple wall straight like this, and you'll have a full control of A side like this. This is probably the best setup you can do on A side, and what I like to do is most of the time not using this one way, but using simply the other one that I showed you like this. And with this one way you can just play under, using that wall and that smoke. And whenever if someone is jumping from here, you will hear the sound of his feet going down, and you can simply do a simple peek and get a free kill. Like, this setup is probably the best setup to use on A side right now. The third one way is a one way on B side this time, is to cover B long, that's why I call it. You're gonna have to go in front of this line. And on this box, you're gonna aim in the middle of here, okay? And you just do a simple jump and right click. The smoke lands here. And when you did the smoke, you're just gonna go run into this spot and just sit and wait for an enemy to come. And you will see all their feet before they can see you. And they can't see you anyway. So this is how it looks like, and it's impossible for them to see you. So that's the perfect one way to defend B long if you want to defend B side. With this one way, what you can also do is using this simple wall. So the wall you're gonna use is a wall that cuts this spot and tower. So it's gonna look like this. Once you did that wall, you will be covered from the right side, from them to push, and also tower if you want to retake B side. And with that wall, you can use that one way and stand in this corner. So you're gonna do that one way. And the thing is, you will be able to see them and they will not be able to see you. See? So if the enemy comes from this side, they will not be able to see you. But as you saw 2 seconds ago, you are able to see them. And that's why this one way has 2 particularities, is that you can use it from 2 ways. If it's the right word to use. Okay, so now that I've shown you different setup to different A and B side and different one way, I'm gonna show you the lineups you can make for post plant or retake lineups. But before I show you everything, you'll have to stay until the end of this video because I'm gonna show you some special execute to play aggressive on defense side and attacker side. So be sure to stay until the end and to subscribe to this channel if you enjoyed this kind of content and if you want to see more stuff like that in the future. Enjoy this incredible lineup. When I was talking about incredible lineup, it wasn't a joke. Look at this one. And it lands at the default spot. I will show you how to make it now. So to make this lineup, all you have to do is going in front of this wall, and then you're gonna aim not on the first screen, but on the second one, and you see that there is a triangle, okay? And with the HUD next to the HP, you'll have to aim on the right of the triangle, right here. So it looks like this, okay? Then what you'll have to do is doing a jump and instantly a left click. The lineup will go through the roof here and going all the way down to the default spot on the box and takes left side, in front, and even here if you want. A second lineup you can make from the same spot but for A side is standing again in front of this wall, but to be more specific you will stand in front of this line, okay? So when you stand in front of this line, you see that there is like a little roof here and you'll aim at this corner and a bit down, okay? Like around here. And you just do a simple left click and the lineup will bounce on the wall and will take all upside here. These two lineup has to be used most of the time as a retake lineups, but in certain situations you will be able to make them as a post plant lineup. But now I will show you real post plant lineups that you can make. Let's say you took control of A side and you planted above or in this corner. So the default spot in this corner will be in front of this box and around here. You'll have to plant here, okay? So once you planted there or above, you will have two ways to make the lineup from this. The first way will be in this corner, and for this you will have to aim not on the first line but on the second line in this spot. And you will have to aim with the HUD of the snakebite like this, and you just do a simple left click. And this lineup is gonna bounce 2 times, and it's gonna bounce under the side like this. You can even plant in this corner if you want. And from the same spot, you're gonna have to aim on the building this time. So you see on the building there's like 2 white lines going like this. And you'll have to aim on this first white line on the right, in the middle of it, with the HUD of the snakebite again. So it looks like this, and you just do a simple left click again, easy left click, and it's gonna land perfectly at the default spot above. If you want an easier lineup, but for this one, you have to be sure that you are safe from behind most of the time. And this one is really easy to make. You will just have to stand in this corner. And for this lineup, you'll have to aim on this spot. You see that there's a long thing like here, and there's a little corner here, and that's where you're gonna aim. You're just gonna do a simple left click, and it's gonna bounce into the wall and going upper. Whenever you do one lineup, take your gun back and wait for someone. If someone is trying to push you from the box, you just take your gun back and you wait for him to push and you get an easy kill. Otherwise, you just stick to the lineup if he's alone and you know he's on side. For the second lineup you can do to hit under, you're gonna have to go above. And for this one, you're gonna have to aim on this line right here. And you just do a simple left click while you are standing up. Just a simple left click, and this lineup is gonna take all the way under. This lineup is really easy to make and incredible in my opinion. But if you want to be safe while doing it, what I recommend you is before, when you push the side, is doing a simple wall like this one to push the side, and so that you will be covered while doing the lineup like this. It's really easy and it will save your life probably. Another incredible lineup you can make for A side is on this wall. So you'll have to stand in front of this line and aim in this thing. I don't know how to call it, but you see that it's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And you're gonna aim on this second one, okay? For the first lineup to hit under A side, you'll have to aim on this first square, and you're gonna aim on the bottom right with the ECD of the HP like I'm showing on the screen right now. So once you're looking in that way, what you have to do is doing a jump and instantly left click, and the snake bite is gonna land at the default spot like this. For the second one, to hit above A side, you're gonna have to go again in front of this light, aiming on the same spot, but instead of the first square, you're gonna aim in the middle of the second one. So it's looking like this. When you're aiming at this spot, you just do the same thing, a jump and instantly a left click. And the lineup is gonna land perfectly at the default spot above. Now for the last lineup for A side, it's from the spawn, I would say. And what you're gonna have to do is standing not on the first line, but the second line in the middle of it. Once you are standing there, you're gonna aim on this little box above the right here, with the right of your poison bar. So as I'm showing you on the screen, you have to do the same. And doing the same shit again, jump and left click instantly. And this one is gonna hit under A side, like this. For the second one, it's at the same spot, but this time it's a little tricky. You can see on the wall that there is a simple line here. And this is what it will help you to make the lineup. So you're gonna go on the same spot. As you can see the light here and a little dark thing, and you're gonna have to aim in the middle of these two. So to aim at the middle of these two, you're gonna have to aim it, but with the HUD, this HUD, like, which is popping up a bit, and you just do a simple jump and instantly left click again, and this lineup is gonna land perfectly above A side. Okay, so now let's talk about lining on B side. The default spot on B side, there's a lot of default spots in my opinion. The most known one is in front of these two boxes, okay? Another one is planting in this corner, and another one is planting in these two corners. Okay, and to hit this, there is only one spot you have to go. So this spot is in front of this line, okay? So you're gonna go in front of this line, and to hit the default spot here, you're gonna have to aim on this tree. You see like the big tree on the roof here, and there's like a straight line. You're gonna have to aim it with the middle of your ultimate. You see on your ultimate there was like a point in the middle of it, and you just have to aim in the middle of the tree. So after that, you just do a simple left click, and with that left click, it's gonna land perfectly for the two default spot. To hit backside, all you have to do is going in on the same spot, but this time, instead of aiming on the right line, the straight line, you're gonna have to aim in this corner here. So you just do this, and you just do a simple left click, and the lineup is gonna land in this corner. And to hit this one is a little tricky, but it's easy to make. So you're gonna aim at this corner, and once you aim there, you're just gonna do a jump and instantly a left click, and it's gonna bounce into this roof and going back to this corner and take the left side and the right side. There is also another lineup that you can use, but this one is more open, but I like to do it. When you have the control of this spot, you have the control of tower alone. That's why I love it. So you're gonna have to aim to be on this corner. And it's simple because you just have to aim on this. Simple left click, and it's gonna bounce here. And it's gonna go back to the middle of this side and takes the both default spot. And I really like this spot because you can take control of tower and go back to the side just after it if you want. For this lineup is a bit tricky, but I think that's gonna be a good lineup. You're gonna have to stand in front of this box in the middle of it, and you will have to crouch. So stand like this. Then the thing is, you're gonna see this pillar and the left corner here, and you're gonna have to aim it like with the key on your smoke. I know it's weird, but you see, I'm using A key for the smoke because I have a French keyboard and it's RZT and not QWERTY. For you, probably it's gonna be a Q. So you just put your Q on the top of this pillar like I told you, and you just do it simple left click. And this lineup is gonna land for the default spot. And this one is really good because you are protected from both sides. On the left, even from people coming here, they will never expect you doing a lineup from this spot. And also you have the control of tower. So even though you throw your lineups, you can even go out after the first one if you want, doing the second lineup as, you know, a second lineup. And otherwise you just stay in this corner and come from the main side, like the other side, and just shoot through the boxes, and you're gonna have an easy clutch, I'm telling you. Okay, so now that I've shown you every lineup I know on Fracture, you have to know that they are all on my Discord. Pictures like these ones you can see on the main screen. There's like tons of pictures for every of my lineup that I showed you in this video. Now I'm gonna show you special execute, like I told you, to be aggressive on defense and attacker side, so just enjoy. So to make the first aggressive play, you're gonna just have to put a wall straight like this, and then you can just use your smoke right here into the box. Then you activate everything and you just go to the other side of the wall. And you can have a free peek on these people, and even though someone crossed, you're gonna be protected from your wall. You can also do a different wall like this, and with this wall, you're gonna go a bit like straight like this, and do a smoke next to the box with the wall up, and you will just go behind it, drop down the smoke, and be in this corner, and you might have free kill like this. I think this is a good execute also, but you're gonna have to be careful because a lot of time enemy team will just spray. Whenever they see your wall up, they will just try to spray here to try to kill you. Another special execute that you can make is from Swoopy, so be sure to check his channel. He's a really good Viper player and is most of the time at the moment living on Twitch, so be sure to follow there also. So this special execute is really easy to make. You're just gonna have to put a wall in this corner and put your smoke right here. You go down, you activate both of them, and you take back your smoke at this place. You go behind your wall, and you might have a free kill just on this guy playing here. And if you see no one, they might have push here. Anyway, that's really easy spot to push, and I really like this special execute. This is not a special execute, but this is the way that I like to do when I'm attacking dish. I will just throw a smoke at this place, activating it, pushing it, and dropping down. And you have an easy sweep peek and an easy push on dish. On the attacker side, there is a special execute that I like to make, and it's from this spot. The wall that you will have to do is standing around this line. And then you're just gonna have to look on the minimap, and like you don't care about where you hit on the side, but you have to let a little space around here. So you're just gonna aim between these two boxes, okay? So you just do this, and when you push, you're just gonna put a simple smoke here. And with that smoke and that wall, you're gonna have to go on the other side of the wall, take a smoke back, and you might have a free kill if someone is playing around here, but also you're protected from the other side. But if you don't want to go to this side, and if you don't want to go to tower, what I like to do is doing the same stuff, but taking my smoke and pushing this way, so that you're protected from above tower and also from behind boxes. So I really like these two pushes, and I recommend you to try it in game. The last push I like to make on A side is from dish. So when you took control of this spot, what you're gonna do is doing a simple wall like this that gets the entry of A main and also this spot. So you just do this. But instead of going directly to the side and jumping, you will not do this because you will be seen from here, and they might be able to kill you. So what you're gonna do is just dropping a smoke. Okay, it's just dropping a smoke down here with the wall, and then you're just gonna take your smoke back and go under at the same time, and you're gonna have a sweep peek and also an easy A side like this. And this wall is really cool because you can use this wall to defend yourself from A side, and that's why I like to use that push if you want to push A side. Okay, so the last setup to attack A side that I will show you is really tricky, but I like to do it. So what you have to do is going in this corner, and you'll have to hit this corner and this entry, okay? So your wall have to look like this. Once you did that wall, you're gonna try to push, and you will be protected from your wall if someone is trying to push you. Then once you are here, you're gonna drop your wall off to see if someone is in this corner or not. Then you're gonna try to have a little push by checking your corners. You just put your wall back, and you're gonna put a smoke at the entry, going in your smoke, going to the other way, and you have a sneaky play on A side. You might surprise the enemy, but what I like about with this wall is when you plant it and you try to go back to A main with the smoke back again, you can put your smoke and go back to A main. While doing your lineup, which is cool, you are protected from everything. You're protecting if someone is going in front of this door, someone is lurking, and if someone is pushing you. So this wall is good to push side and protect yourself while doing lineups. So that's the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this guide at all and that you find it helpful. I hope you will clutch some rounds with these setups. If you did, be sure to share me your clips in my Discord, which is in the description, and I might react to it in a future, like in 1 or 2 weeks. I might react to fracture clips, so come to the Discord. Anyway, thank you for watching till the end, and have a nice day. Bye bye.